Hello, I'm Alice, and I'm here to tell you about the horse that broke records then vanished. Dutch Oven, 1879–1894, was a British thoroughbred mare that won the 1882 Street Leger Stakes. Raced extensively as a 2-year-old, she won 9 races and £9,429, but her form faltered in her late 3- and 4-year-old seasons. Retired in 1884, Dutch Oven was not considered to be a success in the stud, but her offspring exported to Australia and Argentina did produce successful racehorses. The incredible story begins with a remarkable equine athlete. Dutch Oven was foaled in 1879 at Lord Falmouth, Merworth Castle Stud in Maidstone, Kent. She was sired by Dutch Skater, a noted long-distance runner that was bred in France and had won the Prix Gladiateur and Doncaster Cup in 1872. Dutch Oven was the 4th foal of her dam Cantiniere, which was bred by Lord Aylesbury and was herself a successful racehorse as a 2-year-old, winning 6 races in 7 starts, including the 1872 Ascot Biennial, Chesterfield Stakes and Lavant Stakes. However, by the time Lord Falmouth bought her after the death of Lord Aylesbury, she had developed into a roarer and was consequently judged to be a poor breeding prospect. In addition to Dutch Oven, Cantiniere produced her half-sister, Balgal, for Lord Falmouth, which won the 1880 Champagne Stakes and July Stakes. Dutch Oven was a brown mare with a white strip and 2 white heels. She was described as a delicate filly which had trouble maintaining weight and was subject to great variability in her racing performance. The name Dutch Oven resulted from a play on her parents' names, and while credited at the time for being neatly named, the choice was later assessed by historian Laura Thompson to be possibly the least meaningful name ever given to a classic winner. Dutch Oven was trained by Matthew Dawson at Newmarket. The incredible story of a racehorse begins with a remarkable burst of speed and then inexplicably disappears. On 5 July at the Newmarket meeting, Dutch Oven ran a dead heat with the futuriminous 1,000 guineas winner Street Marguerite for 3rd place in the July Stakes won by Kermesse. A few days later, she won the 700 sovereign Great Lancashire Yearling Stakes, run at Manchester by 3/4 of a length over Mr. Celsius, Perkins' Colt Perseverer. Ridden by Fred Archer in the 1,172 guinea Richmond Stakes at Goodwood, Dutch Oven again faced Street Marguerite and Kermesse, ultimately winning by a head over Street Marguerite, which dead-heated with Kermesse for 2nd place. Continuing her winning streak a few days later at the same meeting, she won the Roos Memorial Stakes by a length, beating Perseverer while carrying 126 lb. At Alexandra Park in August, she finished 2nd by 3/4 of a length to Lord Rothschild's Nelly in the Prince of Wales Stakes. Returning to racing on 1 September at Derby, Dutch Oven won the Champion Breeders' Foal Stakes, but was 2nd to Kermesse by half a length in the Champagne Stakes run at Doncaster 13 days later. Recovering her form for the October meeting at Newmarket, Dutch Oven won the Triennial Produce Stakes going off at 100-30 odds, and she beat Nelly in the Roos Memorial Stakes and the Clearwell Stakes. In her final outing of the season at the Horton meeting, she won the 300 sovereign Dewhurst Plate by a head. She won 9 races and accrued £9,429. The incredible story of a champion racehorse begins with a remarkable surge of speed, and victory 1882 was an exceptional year in history of the British classic races due to fillies winning all of the races in the Triple Crown, a feat usually accomplished by male horses. In her first race of the year, Dutch Oven competed in the 103rd Derby on 24 May in a field of 14 horses. A heavy rainstorm had saturated the track before the start of the race, but the weather had cleared by the time of the running. Going off at 8-1 odds, Dutch Oven never contended for the lead and was unplaced in the middle of the field. The race was won by the Duke of Westminster, filly Shotover, which had won the 2,000 guineas in April by 2 lengths in wretchedly untoward weather. In July at Goodwood, Dutch Oven was 3rd to Comte Alfred and Battlefield for the Sussex Stakes. Running in field of only 3 horses, Dutch Oven won the mile and a quarter Yorkshire Oaks by 3 lengths over Actress and Confusion, who was jockeyed by her owner Mr. J. Osborne. A few weeks before the Street Leger, Dutch Oven contended for the Great Yorkshire Stakes, losing to Peppermint and Nelly by 4 lengths. The remarkable story of this equine legend began with astonishing speed records, and now we'll delve into his incredible performance at the St. Following the Great Yorkshire. Dutch Oven's form significantly improved, and she had made good time over 3 practice gallops in Newmarket before running in the Street Leger. But in the eyes of the public, Dutch Oven's lackluster performance in the Great Yorkshire had decreased her stature in the betting pools, and she factored at 40-1 inch the morning line, considered a rank outsider. The 14-horse field, which included Shotover and the Oaks winner Geheimnis, consisted of 10 colts and 4 fillies. At the start, Dutch Oven was on the extreme right of the field and in the next-to-last position as the filly Actress took the lead. After the Red House, Geheimnis came to the front and maintained the lead as the field moved into the stretch. Dutch Oven came from the outside to beat Geheimnis by 1.5 lengths, Shotover following 4 lengths behind. It was the first and last time in Street Leger history that fillies took the first, second and third positions in the race. Her win was met with dead silence from the spectators. Dutch Oven continued her streak with wins in the Great Foals Stakes and the Triennial Produce Stakes at the Newmarket October meeting. She was third to Tristan in the Champion Stakes and to Shrewsbury in the Newmarket Derby. She won £7,752 over the season. The incredible story of a champion racehorse begins with a remarkable 4-year-old season returning as a 4-year-old in April at the Craven meeting. Dutch Oven walked over for the Newmarket Biennial Stakes. Over the course of the season, Dutch Oven was repeatedly outclassed by Tristan, finishing second by 3 lengths in the running for the 2.5-mile Ascot Gold Cup and unplaced in the Hardwicke Stakes a few days later. She won the Her Majesty's Plate at 4 Oaks Park and was third in the Goodwood Cup to Border Minstrel. At Newmarket in October, she won the Triennial Stakes, but was again third to Tristan and Ossian in the Champion Stakes. At Horton, in what was her final career engagement, Dutch Oven was fourth and last in the Jockey Club Cup won by Ladislas. She won £1,210 over the season. The incredible story begins with a remarkable equine athlete. Dutch Oven was sold to Lord Fitzwilliam for £3,200 at the dispersal of Lord Falmouth's stud in the spring of 1884. She died in March 1894 after producing the colt Simmer to the cover of Street Simon. At the time of her death, she was considered a failure as a broodmare as her produce were not good racers. Her sons Spring Jack, Gridiron and Simmer did achieve success in the stud in Argentina and Australia. Spring Jack 1885, brown colt sired by Springfield. Spring Jack won a few races, such as the Horton New Nursery Stakes, in Britain before he was exported to South America in 1889. He was owned by the Trail family in Argentina and was an important sire in establishing bloodlines of Argentine polo ponies. Colt 1886 by Gallopin died at birth. Dort 1887, brown colt by Chippendale. Gridiron 1888, black colt by Xenophon. Gridiron was exported to Australia in 1897 and achieved some success as a breeding stallion before his death in 1906. Biffin 1889, brown mare by Bendigo. Inglenook 1892, chestnut filly by King Monmouth. Simmer 1894, brown colt by Street Simon. Dutch Oven died shortly after Simmer's birth, and he was raised by a foster mare. Simmer was unraced due to a leg injury as a yearling. Derided as a horse that could neither gallop, trot nor walk, he was exported to Australia in 1898 to the Tokel stud for use as a breeding stallion. He was sold at the dispersal of the stud in 1901 to George Kiss for £1,200. He died in May 1909 at the Hobartville stud in New South Wales. Simmer sired the AJC Street Leger winner Dividend, and he appears in the pedigrees of Australian steeplechase horses, such as Hercules and Kincumber. Remarkable equine athlete shattered records, only to disappear without a trace.